morning. Welcome everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'll be giving you a prediction reading for the 14th of May. Now I hope you're all going really well. I have got a sunny day here down in Oz, but unfortunately the builders are working next door and they're, as we know here, very noisy. So I brought the doggos in to have a little rest. I've got Sprocket here and Sophie is here. They're my two rescue dogs if anybody new to my channel. Sprocket has gone blind recently, so oh my goodness, never boring with pets, is it, guys? First off, guys, welcome anybody new to my channel. If you would like to subscribe, that'd be fantastic to have you here. We've built a community of, well, people who are seeing through all the garbage and nonsense we're currently being fed. Don't forget, guys, like buttons, and please feel free to comment. We do chat to each other here on my videos and let each other know what's happening in our parts of the world, because we really don't seem to see it all on mainstream media, do we, guys? Cheers, everyone. All right. Little bit of admin. I haven't got much today, guys. We've got the plasticine protests going on here at Monash University in Melbourne. Yes, thousands of protesters. It's getting crazy. We know this is a global thing that's happening, separating people as per usual, making it uncomfortable for people to go to university, etc., etc. We know how it's going. And we do question sometimes, are some of these protesters being rented to participate in these things, because it is a little strange that this is kind of going on. Unfortunately, it is going on. So we've got those going on here in Oz. I know that's been happening in UK, definitely America. As a lot of the plasticine protests are still growing in numbers, unfortunately. And we've also got our budget being released today here in Oz. Our Treasurer, Jim Chalmers. Oh yes, they interviewed him today. And he's promising yet again, I'm guessing false promises, tax cuts for every taxpayer and easing of the cost of living. Just like a big miracle budget. Not seeing any of that coming to fruition, guys, so I won't hold my breath down here in Oz. I'm sure nobody trusts the current government here in Oz. Elbow really hasn't won people over with his endless list of lies that he's been putting out since he's been in. All right, how about we close our eyes, guys? That's all I've got for the admin. Let's get started and see what comes up. I'm getting that the daily grind is just getting harder and harder and harder. And it's showing me like a grinder. You know how you get those grinders that just grind away? It's just a repetitive cycle. I'm just getting this grinder. It's just getting repetitive. People's lives are just dull and repetitive. That's why we're getting this like grinder energy where things are just over and over and over. It's just this continuous cycle of, it's saying like nothingness. People's lives are pretty much, and I think we could all agree, becoming nothingness. It's just a daily grind. People are just stuck in a daily grind. We know. Not you guys here if you're on my channel. The BS detectors, Braveheart, biker, freedom fighter, rebel, maverick. Well, BS detectors, like I said, we see through a lot of this. So we know, we've learned how to manage our lives around all of this that's going on. We find our little safe places, our sanctuaries, our bear caves, and we go there to rejuvenate ourselves. So that's what I'm getting. We're not in the daily grind because we know how to stay out of it. I'm getting America. I'm getting America's getting braver. I keep seeing it. I see you guys standing up and fighting back. You're going to have, well, you're going to have a variety of protests. We know there is. It's never just one thing, but there's going to be like all these different protests, people standing, which is still, as I say to you guys, people standing up against the government. People should have, well, they don't globally, but people should have the privilege of freedom of speech. So I am feeling that in America, people are starting to get brave into their braver energy, their brave heart energy, like the Mel Gibson energy that we often get here on this channel. That brave heart energy. People in America want to fight back. That's what I'm getting. fingers that they do, guys. Because their world is falling apart, as we all know. Ugh. An endless list of things going on in America. Oh, my goodness. All right. I'm getting this saying, oh, what is it, the last rodeo or something like this I'm getting from America. But they're showing me people in America want to do the old, like, Route 66. Is that what it's called? What's that route? Is it Route 66 where people travel across the country? Is that around Texas? I'm just getting this, like, where it's like this road trip. I'm just getting this road trip thing in America. People want to go back to this, like, fun times. They're even showing me that, who were those two girls that went across the country and that Brad Pitt was in the movie? Was it Gina Davies? And that there was a movie, where those two women just, I think they committed crimes and then travelled across and were free. They were free for a period. They did get caught, I think, in the end, or they drove off a cliff, something like that. I can't remember. I can't remember the name of the movie. There is a movie about it. I think it's where Brad Pitt made his debut. Oh, the two women. Anyway, you know which movie I'm in. But this is what people want to get back to. They just want to have their freedom again. It's like some long-lost dream, just being able to get in your car and have your freedom in America, and feel safe. See, this is the one thing, and feeling safe, not having to look over your back. Maybe that's why we're getting that. Oh, Thelma and Louise, that was it, wasn't it? Oh, yay, Thelma and Louise. Not having to look over your shoulder all the time. See, Thelma and Louise, as they were traveling through America, I'm guessing it was, they would have always been looking over their shoulder because they knew the police were after them. So this is what people don't want. They don't want to be in that situation of the Thelma and Louise who are having to look over their shoulders and not feel safe. That people want to feel safe in America, and at the moment they don't. That's just the image I'm getting. The Thelma and Louise. They just want to drive and just be free in America and just live that sort of old fun lifestyle that Americans were used to. And now it's not like that because you've got immigrants at every corner that you turn, crime through the roof, also connected to drugs going through the roof, cartel, etc. comes to mind. Cost of living, joke. Farmers being downtrodden. We know how it goes. This is all across America. And people are seeing it now, guys. It's not just us on this channel or you guys in America watching this channel. Other people are seeing this now. They want their freedom back. They don't want to feel uncomfortable in their own homes. They don't want to have to take charge of someone's road raging or carjacking their car. People don't want to live like that. That's not how people want to live. That's why I think America is really willing and hoping for change. I think you really need Trump to come in, slam the border gates shut, and get control of this immigrant issue and all these things. I do feel that's something that people really want addressed in America, big time, apart from cost of living, of course. But, you know, things have to be prioritised, don't they? All right. I'm getting England. I keep getting England and UK. They're forming like a circle around the government. I keep saying it. People are going to congregate around 10 Downing Street. Sushi is not going well, guys. I am feeling people congregating, which would obviously be people protesting. Can be any sort of protest. Doesn't matter what it is. It just means people are fighting back against the government, which is good. So I'm getting this for England, London, UK. Because people are tired. They're exhausted of the BS that's coming out towards them. They don't want it. People don't want it because they haven't been involved in it. They haven't been involved in the decision-making processes. And it's rubbing people up the wrong way. Like, at the end of the day, it's the old, well, who are you people to make the decisions for our lives? That's what people are asking in UK and London, England. Surrounding areas. Oh. Sushi's not popular, guys. I'm feeling a big shift in his position, to be honest. All right. But like a lot of you guys say, what are the options? Pretty much the same thing, just another puppet to come in and roll out the red carpet, as we know. All right. God, I keep getting the Greek islands. There's got to be something happening in the Greek islands. And they're showing me snorkeling. Obviously, snorkeling's big around the Greek islands, is it? I'm guessing. Is there something of value like, is there anything like pearls or like underwater, something of value in these areas? I don't know. I'm going to have to do some research, guys. That they're showing me snorkeling in the Greek islands. I feel like you've got some valuable resources around the Greek islands. And it's not undiscovered, but as we know, people are trying to get their little mitts on it. Big corporate, of course, would be trying to get their little mitts on it and gain control of resources as per usual. So I'm getting, maybe that's what's happening in the Greek islands. I've had the Greek islands for a while now, guys. With the whole Maui thing, I kept getting Greek islands. So there's some kind of connection here. I just keep saying it. All right. Getting Perth in Western Australia, in Australia here, which is the other side from where I live. I live on the east coast. Perth is on the west coast and down the bottom. I'm getting that you're becoming a very, very big port for Australia. Could be exporting and importing. I think you already are, but I do feel, I feel like there's a restructuring of the ports in Perth. They're going to get even bigger, more expanded. Obviously, you've got a lot of mining goes on in Perth as well, but I am feeling a massive expansion of the ports in Perth. And I keep saying it, there's a lot of resources going in and out, possibly more going out. The way Elbow runs his country, because Australia seems to be losing all its resources to overseas companies. But I am getting that Perth's going to get like a restructuring of its ports. Could even be all the ports along Western Australia. There's a lot of big industries in Western Australia. So I'm getting lots of money being spent on the ports in Western Australia. Well, for goods exchange. Sophie, hey, good girl. She's a dag, isn't she? She gets very itchy grass allergies, don't you, darling? Good girl. No. Okay. We're going to start to see a lot more of, we call Macron macaroni here. Sue, I think that you call him macaroni. You call him that if you want. In France, we're going to see a lot of him now with the Olympics. He's going to be at a lot of events. He's going to be on the world stage. He's going to be in people's faces. He's going to make his stamp and his mark on the world now. Macron, he sees himself automatically as a superpower. We know that Xi Jinping Trudeau wants to be a superpower. America used to be a superpower, but I don't see that the rest of the world sees America on the superpower level purely because of Biden, as we know. So I feel like Macron's really going to put himself up there now. He's going to be very recognised on the world stage. His Olympic Games is going to have a huge impact on the world because it's like bringing people together, bringing countries together, bringing races together. So he's gonna, it's showing me him dusting his sleeves off and wearing his country with pride. I feel like Macron's gonna really take pride in his Olympics. He's gonna be seen a lot on the world stage. We're gonna see a lot of Macron during these games. He'll be at a lot of events. Because as we know, it's all about ego with these people. They would like to see themselves as very important people, VIPs. So we might see a few people rubbing shoulders with him too. Other leaders might sit with him in special boxes and we'll get little visuals of, they'll pan to macaroni and with other leaders and all very important people, of course. None of us peasants get invited, do we, though? I don't think you can afford the tickets to some of these things, guys. Imagine the cost. Oh, my God. All right. I'm feeling like a world leaders summit, like a world leaders coming together meetings not far away. I feel like there's going to be a lot of meetings coming soon. Could be at the end of May. I do feel there's a lot of global meetings, a lot of meetings. They've all got to touch base and make sure they're all moving forward with the same narrative agenda in mind. So I am getting there's a lot of the coming together. And it might be in subgroups, like groups of 4 and 5. They're all not all going to be in the same room, but they're going to come together in small groups to ensure, probably the ones that are rolling out this and the ones that are rolling out maybe renewables, ones that are working on the digital IDs. Different countries are doing different things at different times. We know that. So I feel like that's going to start happening soon. There'll be more meetings. Got to keep on the same narrative, haven't they, guys? Oh, God. Oh, and I'm getting the climate summits. The climate summits are going to continue this year. More BS coming out from all of these. How to save the planet. Fixing the world that we live in. How the little people can make a difference. Because, of course, we always get blamed for it. Because it's always our fault, guys. Because, we have animals that fart and, it's all right as long as they can fly their jet planes because they get the credit points and all that for carbon credit points for that because they're saving the world, all these bigwigs with their big gas guzzling cars and all that. But we have to really pull in the reins and be very careful of all our, planting. Yes, having your own veggie gardens, that's pretty bad for the environment. All this kind of BS that we're going to start hearing about more and more of. So there's going to be all this all coming out. There'll be a lot coming out in these climate meetings. Climate meetings. Oh, it just doesn't end. How do people fall for this crap, guys? I don't get it. God, heaps of people here have got CV, guys. The immortal CV virus flirt going round and round. That's the new variant here in Oz, guys. I wonder if you guys will get it. The FLIRT variant. Yes, very scary. I'm getting that. A lot more people are starting to pick up again with the B shot picky. They're topping up. People are a bit scared they're going to get it again. Again. They've had it how many times even after being pickied? I don't get it. Oh, but that's right. They'll always tell you they didn't go to hospital. That's what my mum always says. But they don't get as sick and go to hospital. Oh, they never were going to get as sick and go to hospital, Mum, I feel like saying. Unless they're ill already, which is usually the reason they're in hospital. I mean, if you get a flu, you can go to hospital anyway. Just saying. Anyway, won't go down that road. I'm getting for a lot of people waking up now, they're really dredging up the past. They're having to relive the past. They're having to go through their old memories, their hurts, their pains, and they're tired. It's making people depressed. See, when you can't afford to live and everything's becoming negative, you start to slip into that negativity, that sadness, that depression, it's an overwhelming feeling that you can't get out of, isn't it? Which isn't bad because we know when people sort of hit rock bottom and they have to crack open the egg, so to speak, and face their feelings, that helps them to wake up and open up and become who they really are, which is deep down inside their soul somewhere is who they really are. Because people have to find themselves again. That's what the awakening is. And there's a lot of troubled souls out there. Be careful, guys. We get warned all the time by the guides. Be careful. People are really waking up now. Yeah, and I'm getting that the bullying's going to be out of control. The anger, the beast managing of themselves people can't manage themselves. And of course, as we know, as sensitive souls, people project that onto us. So that's why the guides always tell us to be very careful and protect ourselves and stay safe, and protect your energy. That's what this is about, protecting your energy. We've come too far to allow people to suck the life and energy out of us. And I'm getting that there's so many disturbing things happening now. And I think we know there is. The domestic violence, there was another one the other day here. There's domestic violence stuff happening globally all the time because people aren't coping. Monetary issues, let's face it, is a huge one that people just lose their shit over because they can't deal with it. How do you get yourself out of debt? Well, you can't really unless you go bankrupt. And so people are getting more anger. People are turning to drinking. People are probably turning to drugs. We know there's a lot of this stuff going on. Unless people are like exercising, focusing on their health and being healthy in that, a lot of people are going to just feel down and out and destitute and hit breaking point. So there's definitely going to be more, well, it's just saying horrible things happening. And it already is. People are having their brain snap moments, sadly. If you don't deal with emotions and pain and fear and all these things, you just explode. It's just what happens. I'm getting Egypt still. Egypt's highly protective of its borders. Egypt is in real lockdown mode, I'm getting. Just, Sophie. Good girl. Good girl. Here she comes. She got her barking collar on today. Oh, Spocky. You right, Sophie? Good girl. Yeah, Egypt's really locked down its borders. The gates are shut in Egypt, I'm getting. They don't want the immigrants coming over. Can't really blame them. They don't want that hostile energy in their country. I'm getting Papua New Guinea. That's the island above Australia again. I keep saying I reckon China's starting to take that over. I'm getting that people have got their blinding glasses on. It's like they've put glasses on and they can't see. A lot of people in Papua New Guinea aren't seeing the real picture of what's going on over there. A lot of people are having the wool pulled over their eyes. Their government's not sharing what's really going on. Oh, I feel like there's corruption in Papua New Guinea. Being sold off. I'm guessing it's another Solomon Islands event where China came in and just took over and ruined their beautiful island. And it's happening with Fiji as well. And is just mining and doing things like this. And we know, I'm pretty sure it's diamond mining in Papua New Guinea. So I am feeling that there's a bit of corruption going on in Papua New Guinea. And a lot of the people aren't aware of it, the little people living there. There's a lot of hostile energy in Papua New Guinea. That's where they have a lot of the volatile conflict with tribes and things. But I do feel that they're being taken over, but the people aren't aware of it. Oh, God. It's all done like under the table. It's saying like the hush money, like it's all sneaky. Everything's sneaky in Papua New Guinea at the moment. Oh. How's the snoring? Could you get any louder, Spock? Oh, that dog. God bless. I'm getting the Royal Kardashians, and I'm getting that the Royals are trying to escape something. They're trying to escape the answering of the hard, tough questions. I feel like that. I feel like Chucky's going to be in avoidance mode. Camilla isn't going to answer questions. She's going to look at Chucky for answers. People are sick of the Royals. People are sick of it because there's too much mystery surrounding them. And people aren't liking the way they treat everybody with... see, there's definitely the air of they're above everybody else. We know that. But also, they're not transparent with the people. So it actually annoys the people when they're not transparent. This whole Kate thing is beyond weird, isn't it, guys? Beyond weird. And Chucky, well, has he been truthful about having the big C word? Like, it's certainly weird. Like, even if you had prostate cancer, that would take you a while to recover from. I'm not guessing you'd be in and out, and off you go and on your royal duties. So I do feel like it's saying the royals aren't saving face. They're actually destroying their own branding. They're just starting to destroy their own branding. Because it's like I keep saying to you, they're literally turning into the Kardashians, the Royal Kardashians. And you think about the Kardashians, I'd say they're sort of starting to fail a little bit. They were on top for a long, long time. I'm not saying they weren't. People still watch them. But I think people are starting to see through the lies now, because a lot of the girls in the Kardashians lied about getting boob jobs, facial surgery, blah, blah, blah. And it looks like Kimmy's had a couple of ribs removed to make her waist like this big. So people are starting to see that maybe the influencer world ain't so real. So I feel like people are starting to see through a lot of that Kardashian crap, that maybe, just maybe, a lot of it wasn't real and it was all staged. And so now we're getting that with the Royal Kardashians. People aren't sure what's real and what's not real. They're very confused about it all. They're just not sure. There's a lot of questions around the royals. And hiding things from the people, it doesn't make people feel comfortable, and it doesn't make people feel stable. Like, the royals are a big, massive part of Britain, aren't they? Of UK. That whole part, it's a massive part of your culture, really. And now it's just like, what's happening? Where did all the royals go? Where is everyone? You know, because you've got Meghan and Harry off doing their own thing over here in Nigeria, but still being the Sussexes, rebranding themselves to be independent, which they're really not. And then you've got, like, Will's the only one doing anything. So there's a lot of confusion, guys. Nothing's adding up. Nothing's making sense. And people are getting frustrated by it now. People are getting frustrated by it because it's like they're being left in the dark. The taxpayers who fund the royals are being left in the dark, and they don't like it. All they ask for is a little bit of transparency, truth and honesty. Well, we know no one's forthcoming with the truth and honesty, especially on mainstream media, and especially in magazines, paparazzi and all that. Oh, I mean, look at the picture of Will and Kate walking out of the markets. Like, that did not even look like Kate a little bit. It looked like her when she was like 19. It wasn't. It was doppelgangers. We know it was. And then the sitting on the chair, AI generated thing. Honestly, you can't pull the wool over people's eyes like that. And that people aren't stupid. They're waking up, guys. They are. All right. Let's see if there's one more thing. We'll pull some cards. Oh, they're giving me music by ELO, actually. It was one of those nights. One of those nights, one of those crazy old nights. I think it's ELO, Electric Light Orchestra. They're giving me that song for some reason. I don't know why, guys. Hang on. God, they're snoring so loud I can't get past it. God, they're giving me this image of like a parking ticket booth. You know how you park your car and then you go get your ticket? It's showing me a ticket jammed in the ticket booth at the parking lot of a shops or something like that. And people can't get the ticket out to get their car out. They can't get away. It's like they can't get away from all this bullshit. They have to face it. They have to ring for help. I'm just getting that this ticket's jammed. And without the ticket, you can't get the like boom gate up, so you can't escape. This is what I'm getting for the people waking up. They're feeling trapped now. They're trapped in a narrative that they don't like and don't want, and they can't escape it because the ticket's jammed. So what happens then? They're forced to reach out for help or reach out and find things out. It's just what I'm getting. There's no way out for a lot of people that are waking up. Well, that's what they're probably realizing. There's no way out. There's no ticket to freedom. There is no ticket coming. And that's just what I'm getting. That's the image I'm getting. The tickets are just jammed in the car park ticket dispenser, and they can't get their cars out. They're all stuck. People in the Great Awakening now that are waking up are feeling stuck in a narrative they do not want. And they've got to figure out a way to open the boom gate to get their car out and take off back to freedom. But see, that's about waking up, isn't it? And cracking yourself open to become who you really are. Oh, gosh, that snoring is so distracting, guys. Sorry, guys, only my dogs. Got a headache today, guys. Sorry. Been so tight around the neck and shoulders. Let's pull an angel card, guys. Just not feeling myself this week, guys. I don't feel terrible. I just feel a bit weird. Everything just feels a little weird. Trust. All will work out well. We, your angels, are here to nurture, protect, and heal you. Trust in the healing power of our love. We love you more than you will ever know. Yeah. Trust is just allowing everything to happen. Trust your guides. Trust your feelings, your senses, what you're knowing. And trust that things are unfolding and people are waking up, because they really are, guys. People are waking up. They really are waking up. They just wake up at their own pace. How about we put it the right way around? Healing with the angels by Doreen Virtue. Emerging. Well, this is about people emerging, but it's also about us. We keep emerging. That's what the guide said yesterday. It's like is it jonquils or daffodils? Oh, they look like jonquils there, don't they? Or some sort of daffodil. The bulbs are emerging. Like when spring comes, you guys would be feeling that. The flowers start to come out when everything warms up and the things get brighter after a grey, long winter. Emerging. And that's people's energy too. And we're emerging still. We're still growing. Life's unfolding for us as well. Let's do a unicorn. Unicorn. Hope. Look with new eyes and create the change that awaits you. Look at all the butterflies. Like that's spring. You got the beautiful rainbow. The spring energy. That would be the lucky horseshoe, I would think. So luck is coming our way, guys. Hope. You got to keep your hope alive. I'm getting this song, that song, King of the Road. King of the Road. Ain't got no time for so. And been on 60 cents. Man on me, my own mean. King of the Road. That's us. We're kings of our road. Which is the King Arthur energy. The King Arthur energy with our crowns. We're the king of the road. We're the king of our own road, guys. All right. I'm getting Viva Las Vegas. White nights that are gonna set my soul on fire. See, sometimes it's about the words in these things, guys, and the meaning of the songs can have a lot of words that are significant for us. Like, just keep your soul on fire through your creativities, your passions, your learning, your growing, all these things, which means keeping your light on. Oh, and I'm getting that song. One of you gave this to me months ago, and I'm going to give you this song. I think it's from Officer and a Gentleman, isn't it? Love, lift us up where we belong, where the eagles fly on a mountain high. Oh, it's such a pretty song, that. Where the clear winds blow. Oh, I'm going to leave you with that today. I'm going to leave you with that song. That's a beautiful song. Great movie too. Officer and a Gentleman. I'm sure it's from that song. Is it by Brian Crocker? What was his name? Brian Crocker. Oh, who was it? Who sang that? I don't know. He had that croaky voice. Was it Joe Cocker? Oh, maybe it was Joe Cocker. Where an eagle flies. We're always getting that. Stay high in your mountain energy and like an eagle flying. I'm going to pull one of these cards. They're telling me to pull one of these cards as well. An angel card to close today. Glasses. I can't read. Sometimes, guys, we just need a lot of guidance. It's not always about the predictions. I do them too. Oh, compassion. When you show greater compassion towards yourself, the universe automatically responds by showering you with greater blessings. And that's one thing we do discover. You have to have compassion for yourself, because then you have compassion for others as well. Well, a lot of us already do automatically have a lot of compassion for others, but I think when you awaken, you have a lot more compassion for yourself and kindness towards yourself. That's something that we do discover. We're probably very hard on ourselves prior to the awakening. So I'm going to leave with that today. Love lift us up where we belong, guys. Cheers to that. I'm going to say goodbye from Australia. Goodbye from me and the doggos. Bye from Sprocket. And bye from Sophie. No, nothing. All right, guys. I'll say goodbye from Australia. Have a wonderful day. Don't forget like buttons. Please comment, and I'll talk to you very soon. Take care. Bye.